All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tears and Testosterone. My name is Paul Savage, and with me in the studio today is... Go ahead, say your names, guys.
I'm Matthew.
Thanks.
I'm Linnea.
Good. We are glad to be here. I don't have anything written down for today, so we're just going to kind of wing it. How's everyone doing?
Opposed to our normally super structured
Yeah.
layout.
Where I normally have
Scripted.
3 things written down. Today I have... Actually, no, there's some stuff. Okay, we talked about some of it, though, so I forgot to erase it. We had a chapel today on gentleness, and I think it fostered my aggression.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I,
counter-effective.
Yeah, it was. So...
How did you become more aggressive?
Well, okay, there's skits throughout this chapel, if you weren't there. And the skits had this family. It was like this little family, like a little kid and a little girl and a mom, and they would argue with each other, and the mom would come and say something that was so motherly and sweet and kind and tender. It reminded me of my mom, and it just made me so mad.
I actually felt that a little too. Like,
Did
I was
you?
just like, shut up, Mom. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
That girl had like the total mom voice when you don't want to hear it, you know?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
always, like, I never know if that mom voice is a good thing or not. Because sometimes it just sounds, like, not authentic.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I just sound like I'm trying to be... I don't know. It sounds a little condescending sometimes.
It's
even.
so condescending. We don't do that, honey. We are kind. No, Mom, I don't want to be kind right now.
Especially, like, okay, I don't want to sound like... Okay, like, obviously, I love the crap out of Jesus. But, like...
Bars.
But, like, when it's, like... She was just like, and then in her voice, she'd just be like, she would talk, reflect it.
Sorry, I almost knocked my drink over, and I almost said a dirty word.
Yeah.
I think I
That's
did
good,
say a
man.
dirty word.
No, that's
actually.
okay.
Wow, this
I forgive you.
this podcast is starting off
Excellent.
great.
What did your mom say?
But you know, just like be like all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, be like, oh, Jesus, what would Jesus do? Or like, oh wow, this sounds really bad. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. I'm just gonna stop talking.
No, I get what you're getting at, though. I think, because she'd say, like, Jesus doesn't want us to do those things.
Yeah.
It's like, stop that. Don't do that. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
You don't know him like that?
Yeah, seriously. Don't bring Jesus into your disciplining. I don't think that's appropriate. Because if you get rebellious towards your mom at some point in life, which you will, you're going to kind of
Associated
get
with
rebellious
Jesus.
against Jesus because that's the authority that she always appeals to. I don't like that. I don't think you should do that. Keep that in mind, folks, when you're parenting. Not that I
Paul's
know anything
Parenting
about
101.
parenting.
I don't think any of our 16 subscribers are parents. Wait, do we still have
We
16?
don't know that.
I'm gonna
Yeah, check it. See how we're
I'm gonna
doing.
call
See
it
how
to
we're
our
doing on the old
producer real quick.
YouTubes. The old YouTubes. I think I used to love kids.
Oh wait,
man.
Paul has a kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's right, guys. If you didn't notice, go back to our last video, and secretly, Paul admits to having a son. It's about it was like an hour
18
in.
guys.
Yeah, the
We're
number.
climbing.
18,
We're
boom.
climbing the
18
ladder.
subs. Let's
18
go.
subs. To all of our 18 subs, we love you guys so much.
And if one of you is Paul's son, we love you too, especially you. Paul's ready to meet you, I think.
Paul's changed.
I've gotten
he's better
way
now.
worse.
He's sorry for abandoning you at the barber shop.
He's more liberal now.
Yeah, about that one, kiddo. That's right. No more spankings, but you're gender neutral.
Man, okay, for real though, having a kid in your 20s, I feel like might ruin like your 20s.
I could see like 28
Yeah,
or
You know?
I agree.
28 or 29 could be like a fair time to have a kid, but
My-
like
Okay.
My dad had
if I'm pregnant
At 30.
before
At
27,
Linnea knows that now.
Yeah, I know Paul's dad had him at 30.
Paul's dad had him. That's freaking weird, man.
Don't judge.
Humor.
Who are you to judge?
Humans. Dude, men can give birth.
Matt.
Equality.
Hey, Matt. So I don't think Jesus would judge Paul's dad giving birth like that, and I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't do that again.
This is a call for equality around the nation.
That's right. Rise up, rise up.
I support men's births.
Men's births. Honestly, though, kids are suicide machines. I don't like them anymore. Okay, I used to.
That's
Oh,
a disturbingly
big
real
claim.
statement.
Yeah, big claim. Think about it though, because kids, when they're young, all they try to do is kill themselves, and you're constantly on watch to make sure they don't. That's all they're doing. They're running around in the streets, trying to put
Oh,
their
yeah.
hands on stoves,
Oh yeah.
crawling into places
See, and
where
they don't
shouldn't.
mean it. And then when they get older, they do mean it.
But
more,
I mean,
more so.
That's why you
know?
safety proof your house. That's why there's all those things that like make it less. But then it's like, okay, then do I just leave my kid in the house
It's
all the
not
time?
even a house anymore.
It's just like
It's
a
a giant quilt.
asylum.
That's so frustrating.
Yeah, no, kids are terrifying.
They'll find a way, man. They'll find a way to kill themselves with whatever you have.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
piece of paper.
Let me just
The
choke
air.
on that. Let me crumple
Loaf-
that up and choke
loaf of
on
bread.
it.
Yeah, the air, choke on it.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Let me go.
I'm breathing too much. What?
Wait, have you guys ever done that thing where you forget how to breathe?
Sometimes if
Now that you said that, I had to like consciously think
and
about
this
breathing
room is,
for like a couple
super
seconds.
Tiny.
Am I loud
Oh
enough?
my
Can you
gosh.
guys hear me?
no, you're good. You're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're all good. No, I'm
Oh my
afraid of that
gosh.
sometimes. Sometimes I'll lay in bed and think like, I'll get super conscious of my breathing and think, I don't want to forget this. You know?
Yeah. Okay, now I'm starting to trip out. Like, how did we learn? Okay, like it was just such a natural thing. We didn't really have
Yeah.
to learn it, so we don't have to fear about forgetting it because we
I
just
know.
come out and just like we know how to breathe.
Yeah. There's like a ninja skill where they can teach themselves
How
to
to
make
breathe.
their heart stop beating. And I'm so worried that I'll learn
Oh,
that
isn't
skill.
that a monk? Like, don't monks have the power to
I
do
think
that?
so. Somebody does. Somebody in the east.
Somebody- Yeah.
Somebody in the east knows how to stop their heart, and I'm scared of
Yeah.
that. I don't want to learn that
Maryland.
ability.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll like, because sometimes I'll meditate and I'll just like sit there and I'll think, man, I could stop my
Wow.
heart from beating right now, but I don't want to do that because I don't know how to start it back up again.
It's scary knowing that power resides within us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to trigger that.
Seriously, man, that's a real thing to be scared of.
Wow.
Tell you what, Matt, what are you afraid of?
Are we gonna like get real or like
Yeah, dude, what
on
are you afraid
a
of?
base level?
No, like deep.
Moths, dude. Moths scare the crap out of me.
Moths are scary. They can eat right through your clothes.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Whoa.
I didn't know that moths ate stuff till I read the Bible, and I was like, dang, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that until I listened to a Reliant K song called Candlelight. They talked about moths eating stuff, and then I was like,
Huh.
them scary.
Wow. That is scary.
No, seriously.
No,
like,
what provoked
wonder-
that fear though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm also okay. So this is gonna come off as sounding one way, but guns scare the crap out of me.
You told me about this.
Yeah.
Tell us why. Tell us why guns
So-
scare you.
So to anybody who heard that, they're probably like, "Oh, he's a liberal," and I'm not. Just throwing that out there.
You're not?
Thanks
no.
for clarifying. You're a
That's
comm major though.
surprising.
My hat and my gym shorts may suggest otherwise.
Yeah.
They do.
I was about to name drop somebody in a bad way. But no, when I was you know exactly where I was going with that. When I was probably 5 or 6, my mother and I went down to my uncle's house, which is like an hour south of where we live. We were going to this thing called Western Welcome. It was like this big old festival with a whole bunch of. Wait, did I get unplugged?
No, you're fine. I just turned on the volume for
Oh,
me,
okay.
for our headphones.
Hello. Okay, there we go. Went down to this thing called Western Welcome, and spent the night at my uncle's house. And then the next morning, we were getting ready to go, and I'm like, "Oh man, what's this?" And I run up to the windowsill, and there's a shotgun that's sitting against the windowsill, and I'm like, oh,
Did you
this
say
is-
how old you are at this point?
I was about 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah, I think 6 or 7, but like younger than 10.
Mhm.
Not didn't really know what guns were. Went up and I'm like, yeah, I wonder what this thing does. And I touched this thing on the shotgun, and it blew the corner of my uncle's house right off.
Oh,
My
wow.
uncle left a loaded shotgun sitting against a windowsill.
Safety off.
Safety off, loaded.
He's ready, man. He's ready to go.
I blew the crap out of the wall of his house, and it scared the heck out of me.
That is scary.
And so ever since, guns have freaked me out. I've shot at
It's
guns a couple
rational.
times, but it's always like, ugh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So back to your fear of moths. Do you think that like you're outside in a chair and it's nighttime and you fall asleep and do you think a moth would just come up and start eating your clothes? And then like what if you woke up and boom, like your clothes are eaten?
That'd have to be like a quick moth, though. If
Wouldn't
it
that
was
be
just one.
terrifying?
Really?
That's
What can
scary.
they eat, man? I've never seen this. Can they eat a lot?
They can eat wood.
They
They
eat
can
wood?
Eat furniture.
They're hardcore, dude.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Like a lot?
Don't underestimate a moth.
Jeez,
No,
could
if
they
like
eat a
one
house?
so my
Yeah.
I mean, give them enough
I
time.
live in the country, man. That freaks me out.
Shoot.
You're gonna get in.
They look so sweet, but they
Yeah.
are. Okay, it's weird because they look like butterflies, but they also look like the scary butterflies that like you don't like.
It's like angels and demons.
Yeah, moths are the
Moths
demons.
and butterflies.
Yeah. Are they related?
I think so.
What went wrong? What
They're
went wrong
different
to get a moth?
species.
Right,
How
but
come
like common
butterflies-
ancestor though,
Yeah, but how come butterflies don't eat through stuff?
because they're
Well,
They're
they
nice.
didn't
Paul.
descend from heaven. Yeah, that's why.
They just
Paul,
like, eat
technically
flowers
everything
and
has
stuff.
a common ancestor from
That's right.
the old Earth. Point of view,
Evolution.
yeah.
That's right.
that
yeah.
Paul believes in.
Technically, we're all just big fungi.
Yeah, I'm a really
I'm
fun
a
guy.
fun guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's what the scientists say.
I thought it was bacteria.
Well, sure. Fungi's a bacteria, right? I don't know. I go to a Bible school. They don't teach us science.
Science? What is this
Science.
word?
This witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Dude, witchcraft. That's cool.
We're changing subjects
Viewers,
real
it's
fast
not
here.
cool.
No, don't
not
do
cool, it's
witchcraft. You guys see the witch, the Vivitch?
The Vivitch.
The Vivitch?
I've
seen that
heard of
movie?
it.
It's a horror movie.
I heard it's pretty intense.
It's
Vivitch?
cool. No, it's not. It's good. It's okay.
It's called The Witch, but in the title, it's like two V's that are like close together.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Do you know what movie I want to see?
What?
Pet Cemetery.
My brother just
The
saw
new
that.
one?
Really?
Yeah.
How was
Said it was
it?
good. He liked it.
it's better
Mhm.
than the original one, but it was still kind of
Better than the
it was
original.
good,
okay.
Yeah.
Stephen King's a genius.
Yeah. You guys see it? I
yeah,
loved
I
it.
loved
It was
it
so
too.
good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Did you know that Stephen King actually hates his book Pet Cemetery?
What?
Really?
It's like one of his least favorite books that he wrote.
Why?
I think it was because like when he wrote it, he was like in a real dark place, and so like that's why
Mm.
like just that in its entirety is so dark. It's like Helen.
Yeah.
Is that sign in the way?
No,
No,
it's
it's the
just the
bars.
placement of the.
How can I help you?
Of the
Perfect.
there
Okay.
you go.
Cool.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. Do you want to hear my fear?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was confronted with it recently. But this always happens when like I get scared that like we're not actually alive and that like all existence is false. You know?
Dang.
So I just
Well,
start
mine's so stupid now.
no, like you know The Matrix, I haven't watched it. But apparently it has to do with like I don't know. You guys know the movie.
Yeah, you're plugged into some machine or
Yeah,
whatever.
like that concept.
Mhm.
I honestly like sometimes like if I just chill or like randomly that thought will consume me and I kind of start to leave my body and I start to get scared
That's
that
sick.
no, it's terrifying.
Well, I mean, like the leaving your body part. That I feel like
no,
that'd be kinda
no, that's
cool.
terrifying too because like like
Freeze frame.
it's just not it's not fun. Yeah.
I kind of have a similar like
Petrified.
petrified.
Turn to stone.
I would watch like the Goosebumps short films. Like, did you ever watch the Goosebumps
Yeah,
show?
those are pretty freaky sometimes.
There was
yeah.
this one where like this kid was at a camp and like a whole bunch of crap started happening to him and he had to survive it. And then at the very end, he was like, "All right, you passed the test. You're ready to go to Earth now." And so sometimes I'll like stop and be like, "Oh my God,
There could
Yeah.
be aliens among
everything
us.
is a test."
Dude, my mom used to tell me there are aliens on Earth, like just disguised as humans.
Oh,
Illegal.
I mean we can't disprove that.
Yeah, you're right. We definitely can't.
But
And so I was
this-
thinking, like, what if I'm an alien? What if my mom is an alien? What's going on? What if
Yeah.
they just
Vision
haven't
of the
told
booty
me?
snatch, body snatch.
Okay, like we just talked about this in philosophy and it's what is like always consuming my brain. Like the only thing we can be certain of is our own existence.
Yeah, Descartes.
Yes, exactly. And
Armagerd,
like
Descartes.
how like this is what I get tripped out about. How do I know that you guys are here?
How do I know that
that you
here?
aren't like either figments of my imagination? I always get scared that what if I'm actually like schizophrenic or something and like
Yeah.
I'm just like really intensely in it.
I always get scared that like I have a severe mental handicap and everyone's just pretending. Do you guys ever
Dude, that's
get
how I
that?
feel. That's why, yeah. Like
people
all
will
throughout
say,
school.
"Oh wow, Paul, that's really insightful." Like, do you mean that, or am I just really, really slow and you're just trying to encourage me? It's
I
a
feel
real
that way when I
fear.
talk to you, Paul. You're so much smarter than I am.
Matthew, don't do that to me right now. You're gonna make me
I was
blush.
like, oh, like you remember that night when you and Jeff were talking about Acts 15,
Yeah.
and you guys started like pulling out all these stories and stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you guys know that blood's red sometimes
it
because of
is.
blood cells.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'll be here all week, and then I left and went to bed.
One time my best friend at Iowa State just turned to me and like freaked out because she thought like that I was just an imaginary friend that she had her
No
whole life,
way.
and
That'd be nuts.
because at one point I like said bye and like left. Your pecs do the thing. Your pecs are doing the thing.
Sorry.
Control yourself.
I started doing that when I was studying with Erica today.
Really? Did she
Yeah.
comment?
No, she didn't. I noticed it before she looked up. She was on her computer, so
Erica, who?
For you guys
Dodged a
understand,
bullet.
Paul started flexing his pecs.
yeah. I have a
You're just
problem.
trying to show off.
Serious
It was
Yeah, it
distracting
is.
me.
Sorry, Matt.
He's saying it worked.
Yeah.
A little.
Ooh.
It will.
Here. There.
There you go.
Now I shall not stumble.
Modest is hottest.
Paul, what's your fear?
My fear?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want like my real fear? Like rejection, like loneliness, dying,
Yeah. Okay.
the void. I'm scared of eternity.
The void.
The
Ooh, let's
void.
touch on that one.
The
What void?
Like the void of existence. Like
Uh.
what if everything is just nothing and meaningless and we're just floating in space and you just die and that's it? Or like a billion years from now, like there's no human beings, not even a memory of human existence. It's just
Oblivion.
and
or
just
your-
oblivion. I'm scared of oblivion, just nothingness. God.
And now we're going to take a moment to go to our first sponsor, Disneyland.
Just suppress
The
that, Matt.
happiest
Just suppress
place
that
on
happiest
thought.
place on
Earth.
this pointless rock.
You just
that
gotta-
we're sitting on.
You just gotta distract yourself with simple pleasures because that's all you have, you know.
Ooh, hello.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the nihilist perspective.
Yeah, but now
sometimes
we
it
have
drifts into
God
that.
and we actually have purpose.
That's right. That's right.
That's why but that thought is how I don't know why non-Christians function.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, it's
'cause-
paralyzing, that fear.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
that's why everyone just tries to numb themselves because when
Mhm.
they're sober-minded, they then confront the fact that everything in their world is meaningless.
Yeah. I have this reoccurring dream where like the Joker is like a reoccurring character, and he always tries to get me to do like bad things, and he's like a symbol of that nihilism. So he's like inviting me
Which
into that.
which
I mean-
Joker is it?
Like the it's sort of like a mix of the Heath Ledger. It's mostly the Heath Ledger, but a touch of the Joaquin Phoenix. Did I say that
Joaquin
right?
Phoenix?
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix.
And so he's always there calling me to the chaos of living in a world where there's no meaning.
All right.
Pretty crazy. Huh?
Wow, you didn't know who, like the role of the Joker a few weeks ago, but you discovered it.
Discovered it.
How did you discover
Wait.
it?
Just playing with
Didn't know the role of the had
it in my head.
It's a motif
my dream.
throughout his
Oh,
dreams. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's a motif.
Yeah.
No, he's always calling me because he had a cult in one of my dreams where he was calling people to join his little cult, and it was just like pleasure. He like straight up said, "There is no God. Do whatever you want. Join me." So it's sort of like the opposite of Jesus, you know.
Wow.
like all right, Joaquin,
Jesus says-
calm down.
There is-
Dude, you
there is
have,
one
that
God
sounds
can
like some
follow me.
demonic or like spiritual stuff
Yeah.
happening.
Maybe, dude. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to
Like
pray
pray
more.
against that before
Holy
you
heck,
sleep.
man. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
like that's deep. And he was like, and I was like, not trying to start anything, so I was like just kind of hanging back. But I wound up like having to be coerced into his little community, and I wasn't allowed to leave.
Dreams. Okay.
Dreams are weird.
And
man.
I
Yeah,
like for
man.
the spiritual world too, like that's like a great playing field for the devil because we're very powerless nearly like
Mhm.
consciously we're not there, you know, so it's just like devil can easily interfere.
Right.
And then like have you ever awakened from your sleep and then like the dream was so powerful that like
Gosh, yeah.
it like carries out throughout your day, like the emotion that
Yeah.
it awakens within you, and it totally can affect your day.
Yeah. No, definitely. I've had some like nightmares that have done that, and also like happy dreams that do that too.
Yeah, good and bad.
Dreams where like I'm pumped up, man.
Yeah.
Just can influence my whole week. That's nuts.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's something we don't have control over. But like,
yeah,
Satan could enter into it and just like
mess with it.
Man, that's why
Jeez.
it's powerful to memorize scripture. Because why are you laughing, Matt?
So he can just come in and Satan walks in. He's like, "Oh,
I am the Satan.
Satan is Cardi B."
I
Obviously.
believe it. I also love Cardi B.
Do ya?
Yeah, she empowers the poop out of me.
All right.
That's weird.
Yes, I'm saying that phrase.
Wow.
Just empower the poop out of me.
Jeez.
Ew. That's gross.
I didn't even know who she was until like last winter.
Last winter, as in like the most recent?
Like
Yeah, the most
2018?
recent winter.
Okay, those phrases always trip me up. Like when people are like,
Yeah.
last Sunday, I'm like, okay, the one that just happened or the one like
Right.
from 2 weeks ago.
Well, somebody could
The-
say the most previous Sunday.
Yeah.
Not the most previous.
The most
the
recent
most
Sunday.
Okay, that's fair.
Then I'm like, okay, I get you.
I always get messed up with this week and next week. Does that trip you up? Like this Sunday or
Oh, okay.
next Sunday, you know? You know?
Like this upcoming Sunday.
Right, because my
Oh,
dad
yeah, I know
always
what you're
gets me
saying.
on this. He always gets me on this because he
Yeah.
says this means the next one, and next means the one after that. But if it's Monday
Dad,
and
that
I
doesn't
say
make any
next
sense.
Sunday, I'm referring to this Sunday. You know?
But is this Sunday next Sunday?
I usually
I
say
don't know. I hate.
I say, like,
Sis-
this-
Viewers, please put your votes in.
this upcoming, like this upcoming Sunday.
That's
That's
a good way to
usually
put
how
it.
I phrase
It's
it.
a good way to.
Yeah.
Or like this last Sunday, which is like
Mhm.
the one that just happened.
Yeah, we are
This
kind of
last
thinking
Sunday.
that that's the terminology that we're restricted to, and really we can.
Expand it.
Yeah.
That's right. But no, it's like talking with other people. They'll say, "Are you free this Monday?" And I'll say, "I don't know. What do you
day
mean
is
by
it?
this?"
I don't know what
well,
day
what day
you're
is it
talking about.
when they say this Monday?
Maybe like Okay. If they say next, if they say next Monday and it's a Wednesday. You
Well, yeah,
know?
then that's just the most upcoming Monday, right?
No, because if they say if they say next, it's referring to the next two Mondays.
No, if it's
It's
Wednesday
like this
and they
Monday,
say next Monday,
and then next Monday would be the Monday after.
Uh,
You get it? You following?
I would extrapolate that they mean the one that's like the
Well,
one
you'd
that's
be wrong and
upcoming.
you'd miss your meeting. That's what I'm saying,
Say,
dude.
"Hey,
It's
next Monday,"
stupid.
and I'd be like, "Oh,
Next should be next, but
Well,
it's
This is
not.
I
a
would clarify
great
with the person. I wouldn't
conversation.
like sit there after you left and go like, "Damn it, what did he mean?"
Paul,
Yeah, that's
okay,
true.
question.
My life
Last
is
time
falling
you were like,
apart.
man, I'm really working on editing this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm editing it so much. And then
Did I
they're
say
like, no.
there is not a single break in the
yeah,
entire
no
thing.
edits. Every cuss word
yeah,
from
yeah.
Matthew's mouth still in there.
All
Right.
two of them.
All two of them.
Yeah. When
you're,
I say
you're gonna have to edit the first part of this one. 'cause
yeah.
I said, I almost said it again.
when I say edit, I mean like converting from a WAV to an MP4.
Ah,
Yeah. So going
Little
from audio
nerd.
to video. I don't know what I'm doing.
hmm.
That's part of the reason why I don't do the editing is because I don't even know where to. What do you edit? It's fine. My
I-
video is perfect.
I can edit them.
Flawless.
Seriously, I said that to the crew, the whole XN radio crew. I'm like, they're like, they just went on and on about like how many hours they spent editing their videos. They're like, what about you, Paul? How much time did you spend? I said, you know what? We like to be organic on our podcast. We like to just have it run, man. We're just trying to be authentic. And they're like, oh, that's so awesome.
Our 18 subscribers really appreciate that about us.
That's right. You're getting the real
Dude, I
deal,
wanna-
baby. Nothing's edited out. This is real. This is me.
I'm gonna take a look at just
This
the
is
people who
real.
are subscribed.
Yes,
if
Paul did
if I
just
can
quote
do that.
Camp Rock.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, who?
Camp Rock.
Camp Rock. Okay.
Wait, I don't have the ability to see.
Wait,
who's
is that
subscribed
like
to
with the
us.
Jonas Brothers?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
It definitely is.
Yeah, I've never seen
Definitely not. What are you looking at, Matt?
I was saying if I could see the names of the people who are subscribed to us, but
that. What do you-
Oh, but Paul,
Yeah.
you're scared of the void?
I'm scared of the void. Yeah, it scares me. But good thing there's like wise people out there who tell you how to confront the void. So
Okay.
Jordan Peterson says that like all the stories of the mythologies are that you go into the void, you find like metaphorically the wisdom of your fathers, and that takes you out of the void and you transcend it to a place of higher being. So just got to figure out what the heck that means, and I'll be good right out of that void.
We don't have to be scared of the void, though.
That's
Now,
right.
Do you mean
Right,
that as
right.
like just like any like mythological story? Like
He says that that's like a reoccurring archetype within all mythological stories, in all good stories in general, pretty much.
Because for
like
that,
the Iliad or something like that. It's just like a really extended
Something
metaphor of him
happened there?
going into a bunch of different parts of the abyss and then coming out.
Yeah.
Or the void, not the
The void.
Basically the
large
same
open
thing.
large open space.
Yeah.
But I feel like that fear is. Oh shoot! What was I gonna say? It's gone.
No.
Come back! It's gone into the void.
No.
Now
That
we have to go
that
find it.
fear is for people who are like living for themselves too, and
Yeah.
like their own glory, because what they're afraid of is that their name isn't going to be remembered,
Right.
and that's what's
To
gonna go into
be-
the void. That their whole existence had no impact.
Nothing.
But
Yeah.
since our impact is
the
since
church.
and for the eternal glory of the kingdom of God,
Yeah.
we have nothing to fear.
Right.
Thank you, Jesus.
That's right.
Huh. Good stuff, man.
It is.
God
it is good
rocks.
stuff. Yeah.
That's what's so cool about guys, because we don't have to be afraid of anything. Like, straight up,
Mm-hmm.
he's got us.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
Like-
yeah. I had a great conversation with Yonatan today. He's this Israeli Russian guy.
He's
Lin-
Russian?
Yeah. Linnea. Yes. He's Russian and Israeli. So
That's awesome.
Like if
Yeah, his parents
David
immigrated
and
to-
Tim had a child. Just kidding. No.
yeah.
Well, as we
And then,
discussed, men
like a,
can.
but then like Aphrodite came in and like reshaped it into a beautiful person. Because Yonatan's like probably like a 9.5 out of 10 on a female scale. You know,
Jonathan's not a female, dude.
I mean like a scale that a female would use.
Oh.
Yeah, the female owns the scale. So yeah, but that was a really good conversation. We talked about his trips to India.
Do you need water?
I'm good. Thank you.
Are you?
No.
Help.
What are you
my
drinking,
cry for
dude?
help.
What are you drinking?
Don't get distracted, Paul. Keep telling your story.
Okay, so he went to India with this
Strawberry milk.
You ripped off the label, so then it's like, is it healthy?
Well,
Is it?
I peeled this thing off and then it kept going and I'm like, well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah, that's how it
already
works.
here, so I'm gonna finish the job.
And
Paul.
underneath is a white bottle.
Dude, that's cool, man. So Jonathan was telling me that he went on a trip to India and he got off the plane and he was met by this crazy like new age woman who was like going there to go on the spiritual trip or whatever, and she came up to him and she was out of her mind, like crazy. He said it was like one of the scariest things he's ever encountered, because she started just talking to him and started singing to him, and her voice just got like more and more high pitched, and her voice got much louder too. And then like she just and he was talking with her, and then everybody was watching, like the entire little area he was at in the airport. We're all just staring at her as she was doing this crazy thing, after going on this crazy spiritual journey in India.
Is she
And
on
then-
drugs?
I don't know. And then she just disappeared. He said that it felt malevolent, I guess. It felt, I don't know, evil, whatever it was. So that was a fun story that he told me. So it was the scariest thing he's ever encountered. But yeah. So that's like at the beginning of his ministry trip there, when he was going to evangelize to Jewish people in India. Yeah,
How old is he?
spooky stuff. He's like 24, 25.
Wow.
He's older. Yeah, 'cause he was in the military.
Right.
Yeah. As you are.
Wow.
Yep.
The men's brains don't mature fully until the age of 23.
Thank God, man. I've got some time. I can be dumb. I always thought that, like, when I turned 20, I'd have to stop being a stupid teenager, but it
Yeah,
looks like I've
still
got
got
3 more
time.
years. Wait, no, I'm 21. About to be 22.
You got only like a
More
year
year.
and a little bit, man.
Wait,
420. 420.
Wait, you're older than me? I thought
I
that.
think so.
Yeah.
Wait, you're 21 right now?
I'm 21 right now.
Wait, Linnea.
About to be
What?
22.
When do you turn 21?
Yeah.
I am 21.
When did you turn 21?
February 11th, not 1998, but 2019.
Wait, you're born in 1998? Okay.
Me
yeah, I
too.
was 97. I'm older than you.
Wow.
You're older than me by a month, Linnea.
Really?
Mm.
Wow.
Wow.
Paul, I thought that we were in the same year. This is blowing my mind.
Bummer, huh?
I mean,
Whole
we're
paradigm
all of
has
us are-
shifted. Look
we're
at
all
me now.
21.
I'm mature. Do you see me as like a mature older man?
Yeah, now I'm
Yeah.
like,
I saw you
Yeah.
as that when I met you when you were 19.
God bless. Well, that's a weird thing to think of me, Matt, knowing the stuff that we've been through. Like our band and everything.
Yeah.
so much stuff.
Yeah. Matt, did I meet you this year?
I met you my first semester here.
But it was only in passing, wasn't it?
Mm.
Dang. Look
Yeah,
at
because you had just come back from Israel.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, have you met Paul? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, hey, Paul. And you're like, hey. And I'm like, all right.
All right, all right.
See you later.
Really impactful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Changed my life.
You guys, here come the tears. Let's get back to the testosterone.
Yeah, nobody's actually cried on the podcast yet.
Dude, I want to
Just
cry.
say the word taxes and I'll do it.
Taxes.
Stop. Don't.
Taxes.
Taxes.
No. Taxes suck.
Yeah, they do.
But they don't with TurboTax, our next sponsor. Free and easy.
That was good.
You guys should actually do H&R Block because
I should actually do my taxes.
That's what I'm doing that on, and
Yeah,
it's
H&R
making.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like pay $70 to
Oh,
do this.
what? I did
While we
mine for
take more
free.
money
What
from
the
you.
heck?
Dude, TurboTax is
Wait,
free.
what?
You
I'm
probably
not
have a
even
real
kidding.
job. I had a real job. Why do you? Yours are probably much more thorough than mine. I
Dude,
don't know.
I
I
sent
didn't
mine
know.
in, and they sent them right back. They're like, these taxes ain't good enough. And I'm
What
like,
the heck?
dog, what?
Oh no.
you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, I did mine. I got my return. Everything's taken care
My
of.
return's going to be like
Really?
a
Yeah.
good chunk, but I haven't gotten it yet.
It's so tricky. You know, I was doing them with my mentors like helping me out, and I was getting so stressed out.
Mhm.
And I was just like, you know what? It's not even worth it. I said, what will happen if I don't do that? Don't do it. And
The government
things
will
happen.
put a dead
I hate the
horse's head in your
government.
bed. Sorry, that's an Office reference. That went way off base.
The Office is great. Guys, we should do something funky.
Like what?
I don't know. Oh my
Like right
gosh.
now or like later?
The thing is happening where I start to leave my body, and I just like it makes me want to make noises.
Okay. No, that's cool. You
Oh,
can
The sound of the devil. Cardi. Cardi Beelzebub.
What?
Cardi Beelzebub.
Oh, I just said it like an idiot, didn't I? I said Beelzebub.
You said Beelzebub.
And then never
okay. It's
Edit,
okay, dude. We
edit.
don't know the proper pronunciation.
edit that out when you're editing.
Will do, Matt. Will
kidding,
do,
I'm
Matthew.
We're organic here at Tears and Testosterone.
When you guys look at the clouds, do you see the cloud or do you see the image first? Like when you look at a cloud, are you like rubber duck or are you like stratus cloud?
Stratus.
Really?
I mean, if
Yeah,
I knew what
it's
type of
like-
cloud it was, it'd be
Stratus
that
is the
I just
storm
don't see a lot
cloud.
of
one. Well, I mean, like in
rubber
general,
ducks.
if I could like, I know it
Cumulonimbus.
That's my favorite cloud.
Me too, because
That's
those
the
are the puppy
best
ones
one.
that you can
Those
see
are
the shapes in.
And they've got the lightning.
They're thick with
They're like the-
two
those are
C's.
The big.
yeah, the puppy
the,
ones.
The big curvy clouds.
Big.
My favorite. Got an hourglass.
I did the hand motions that you do when you're referencing a curvy girl. I did that for a cloud.
Yeah, man. That cloud has
That's
a great
the most
butt.
gentle thing I've ever heard.
No, but it's the same shapes though. It's like it's large, thin, large again. You know. They're
I
shaped
like my woman how I like my clouds.
Cumulonimbus.
Cumulonimbus. Oh my gosh. That is just
Yeah.
wow. You were wondering a good pickup line?
Yeah, there it
you
is.
go.
Girl,
Wow.
you look like a cumulonimbus.
Girl, you thinking that a cumulonimbus cloud, girl?
You are electric.
Only
That's it.
cloud pickup lines. Only
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think of different names of clouds now.
Stratus. Cirrus.
Cirrus. Those are the ones that
Are
are
you?
right.
Are you?
I want to be in a serious relationship with you.
I should change my relationship status to.
We have a winner.
Oh my gosh. Well,
That's it, man.
you cannot tell me those weren't funny.
No, that was good.
That was so good.
You make me want to change my relationship status. Ooh.
Wow, is it toasty in here, or is it
Yeah,
just me?
I'm feeling
I'm
hot. I thought
working
it was
up
just
a-
because I said embarrassing things and I thought my face was red.
Girl, can
Well-
I get your Nimbus number? That was supposed to.
Your Nimbus.
Nimbus sounds like a part of the body for some reason.
It does. It does.
Did you just touch my Nimbus? What's wrong with you?
Those would work, right?
Yeah, totally. They'd work on me. There we
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Yeah, but not the Tennessee one. Don't use
Not
the
the
Yeah,
Tennessee
not that
Tennessee.
one.
one.
Not that one.
Only
Or
weather
the only.
ones.
Dang.
Are you a Stratus? Because you're the only cumulonimbus that I see.
All right.
All right. Over one.
Dude, I used to, whenever I saw clouds, I thought of power when I saw them, just like raw energy. It was humbling, but also like empowering at the
Because
same time.
you had
Water
such
vapor.
knowledge of like Greek mythology, and you're like, Zeus,
Exactly. Yeah,
Zeus.
that's right.
you're up there,
Yeah. Zeus.
father.
Right. I was like, I'm a demigod. Just one day you're going to reveal it to me.
Would you guys ever like want to be struck by lightning just like
Yes.
to?
Kind of to know what it
Just-
feels like.
Yeah,
And I hope I get like a really cool scar.
I read a story where
like on your
somebody-
forehead.
No, not that kind. Like
Harry
on my
Potter.
chest. Wow, Paul, that's like a perfect scar.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was struck by lightning.
I heard a story of somebody who got struck by lightning and then could speak fluent Spanish. Just immediately after. And they were like, what?
I can't.
Okay, what is? They were like, "K."
One time, my dad almost got struck by lightning.
Whoa.
He was-
What do you mean almost?
I mean, he was a football coach,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like talking to this lady who was like.
She got struck by lightning.
No, but his hair started standing up,
Oh,
which is like
jeez.
a sign
Yeah.
because like the man's nearly bald. Now he's fully bald.
So if you can see his hair standing up,
Yeah.
you know something bad is about to happen.
Yeah. So you just start running.
Did he run? Is that what he did?
Yeah, he ran from the lightning.
Jeez.
He outran it.
What about the girl?
I think she's like, hello?
I gotta go.
Save yourself. He runs inside. My high school football coach was petrified of lightning.
Was he?
Yeah,
How do you know?
He would because he would cancel practice if like he
Nice.
heard of lightning like 50 miles away,
Mm.
and he also shaved his legs.
That's weird.
He advertised himself as a hairless man. And I'm like, hey.
Advertised.
He's like, I hate hair. It's weird. I don't have any hair on my arm or any hair on my legs. And I was like, he was one of the strangest people I've ever known.
It's incredible.
And they fired him.
Good.
Shout
I
out,
said,
shout out to Matt Yem for taking over the reins. He's going to lead him to a state championship.
I hope
I
so.
love Matt Yem.
I hope so.
Matt Yem is a strong Christian guy. He's
Oh, that's good.
You
awesome.
go, Matt Yam.
that.
Yeah.
My favorite physical attribute about myself is my hairy legs.
Yeah?
They make me feel so good. Because I look at them and
Wow.
I think, yeah, this is fantastic. Look at all the testosterone inside of me that produced
Yeah.
this hair.
Do you have like a lot of leg hair or something?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Sure.
I love showing it off.
Yeah, let me see him.
Check this out.
There we go.
Oh,
That's-
wow.
Pretty great, huh?
That's straight.
That's
Man.
yeah, wow.
It's the
Man calf.
Eastern European part of me from
Wow.
Lithuania.
Lithuania.
That's real cool.
Yeah, you like that, Matt?
So, how much money would you get paid to shave your legs?
Gosh, I don't like talking about that
Yeah.
because I love
Triggers
money.
you?
I
Oh,
love
oh
money.
yeah.
So
Right.
Love
like
of money
the,
is
the money is
Root of all-
root of
the,
hairless legs.
yeah. So like the number is pretty low actually. So it's like, oh, would you forfeit your favorite physical attribute about yourself for $50? Yeah, probably.
Where's the razor?
Can't forfeit.
Let's do
what you
it.
don't.
Oh man.
Y'all. Oh no.
What?
It's like it's nigh my bedtime, but I have so much homework to do.
Are you serious?
Paul, are you done studying?
For now, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and study. I don't have class till. It's my only class tomorrow, the exam. How about you? What do you got?
So much.
What's happening?
Everything's happening.
No. What do you have tomorrow?
I have class. Well, I wake up at 6 a.m. every day.
Why?
Nice. So she's disciplined, bro.
Why?
All successful people go to bed early and wake up early.
Except for Dr. Yuan. He's a night owl. Continue,
He's the
though, I'm
one
sorry.
exception.
Yeah.
And then I got class, and then I have 2 meetings, and this is all before 11.
Good God. No.
Well, no, at 11 is the second meeting, and then the
Okay.
exam at noon.
Oh, we have plenty of time.
But then I gotta go H&R Block, and then I gotta go to work, and then I gotta go do my taxes. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Jeez.
Lord
Freaking
help me.
taxes.
I know, freaking taxes. You know,
What
we
extra?
should all just. Oh my gosh, is that the thing where like you?
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know.
Yes.
What is it?
Katie showed me a video of it, and it was like an 11-year-old girl.
That one.
It's so creepy.
What the heck
That
are you
poor
guys
girl.
talking
It's like
about?
girls. It's not girls, but it's like people making noises
really close to the microphone.
really close to the microphone.
Welcome to ASMR today.
It's awful. And they like wear a lot of like lip gloss so they can like.
No, I
Yeah,
don't want to do
it's
that. That would
awful.
gross me
And they
out.
like eat chips right in the microphone. There's
I
this
literally
11-year-old girl who
had
does
chips
it.
and was about to bring it just to do that, but then I
Really?
had to.
Man, I wish
Yeah.
you would have. That'd been
Okay.
so interesting.
Now we're
Yeah.
entering the ASMR period of the podcast. Crunch.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Please do not look it up on YouTube.
You know, speaking of strawberry milk, a buddy
oh
of mine.
yeah, I was like, where did
I
that
got
come
some
from?
protein from my mom. I mean, that sounded bad. I ordered some protein.
What?
and
How did
I
that
left
sound
it at
bad?
home.
Wait. Back up.
What?
How did that sound bad?
Because it sounded like I'm dependent on my mom, which I'm not. Okay.
You're fully independent
Yeah.
man with fully hairy legs.
That's
Do you want me to
right.
Who
affirm
don't
your manliness
need no
more?
mom.
Yes. I'm a man.
My pecs moving. I have hairy legs.
Second favorite physical attribute: the dancing
This is
pecs.
other hairy legs.
The uncontrolled
Whatever.
dancing pecs.
That's right. Anyway, my mother. Yeah. So okay. Actually, she did buy the protein. I was in the store. We were shopping for groceries, and we happened to come across this protein. That's my favorite kind. I said, "Hey, Mom, how would you feel about buying me this?"
In a super manly way, you said it, of course.
Right, like.
Hey, bro. Bro, I'm trying to get freaking jacked. You want to spot me through this? What? Paul, you're scaring me.
Just get the bag, man. Yeah, so we got the protein, and I left it at home, and so she mailed it to me,
Aw.
and I got it. And I said it's vanilla, and my buddy's like, "Oh, do you ever get the strawberry?" I said, "Nope, I don't. Sometimes I get chocolate, but never strawberry." So that's it.
Are you gonna get the strawberry?
Nope,
No.
I like vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla and chocolate.
Super
So me
cool.
too. Yeah, but no, that's cool, Matt, that you drank strawberry today.
Don't patronize me.
Here, I have a bargain.
Okay.
I have whey grass protein.
No
Whey
way.
grass.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Is that like just not from chickens? Is it normally from
No,
chickens?
it's
Hit the like
How do
button
you
if you
make a
heard my
whey?
bad joke.
What is a whey?
you know, I don't really know what it is,
Okay.
but I think it's
It's-
an animal product.
I think
Whey?
so too.
Whey.
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 It's a something that has to do with grain.
No.
Doesn't it
'Cause,
have
like-
milk, like some dairy product in it as well?
Or like chicken.
Just like a leg or something.
Ground up and put
Just
in
like the
powder.
head of a chicken in every container.
This is what I'm talking
Whoever
about.
gets the golden chicken head gets a free bottle on me. Which brings us to our third.
But Paul, what was
Yeah.
gonna go with that? I'll give you my protein powder.
Yeah.
It's chocolate. I think it's double.
Oh wait, are you serious?
chocolate.
Are you being serious right now?
If you shave
Good God.
your legs.
Sorry, I won't do it for that. Thanks for the offer.
What about just a spot? What if I shave a smiley face into your leg?
That'd be kind of funny. It's not like I go out, so it's like no one's gonna see it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
And then you get protein powder.
But how would you Okay.
Yeah.
On the calf.
She'd have to pull each individual hair. Tweezers.
That'd be cool, like a cool friendship bonding time.
Yeah.
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 How'd you guys become such good friends? Well,
It's one time.
Lots of suffering.
let's just say he didn't have as much hair on his legs when we became friends, and people would be like, "What the hell does that mean?"
What do you guys do?
Huh.
Hmm.
Oh, that reminds me. Tomorrow I'm making a friend.
No way.
It's on my schedule.
Who is it? Do you know? Is it
Um,
like a mystery?
No, I know her. We met in the bathroom.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and she's gonna give me a bag tomorrow, and she said that is like how you make a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so once she gives me the bag, we'll be friends.
Friendship bag. Excellent. You know, that's good information because now I know how to make a friend.
Exactly. Either that or like just a good handshake and an invitation. Like, hey, my name is Paul.
Yeah.
Do you want to be my friend?
Oh,
Handshake.
okay.
That's way too straightforward.
That's how I
wanna
do
play,
it.
I want to play hard
I've
to
done
get.
that before. I'll make
Not
eye
that
I'm gonna
contact
make
a
you
few
work
times.
for it.
Saw him from across the room. I think he noticed. we're gonna go up and get water later. Like at the same time, and I'm gonna make it look like it wasn't like intentional, but it is. We're gonna be friends eventually. Give me
Perfect.
a couple weeks.
That's how it works.
Just evolve.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, that's how I date. So
The water fountain.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, hey, what's your name? Nice day for water, huh?
You come here often.
Has that worked?
No, it doesn't.
Tragic.
It's life, man. Life is tragic.
You got to come up with a better system, man. Hey, nice day for water.
Yeah, every day is a good day for water. Yep. That's right.
Shut up, Paul.
Brains in the
Alright.
cloud pickup line. Okay. My brain's tired.
Mine too. I'm getting there. Okay, we're at like 47 minutes, so we can call it if you guys want.
We should end with something significant.
Okay. What was I gonna ask you? Matt, I had a question for you.
What's up?
No, that's not good. I was
Okay.
gonna ask ask like a really upbeat and positive question, and then immediately ask you something really dark.
Do it.
Yeah.
Bet.
Just the dark one though, because I
No,
couldn't think
do
of something
both
good.
of them.
Okay, what's
I
your
can
fourth
think of
favorite color?
positive.
My fourth favorite
could you-
color.
Linnea, do you have something better?
I have some positive things inside of me.
Green.
Yeah.
Green is my fourth favorite.
That's
color.
my fourth favorite color.
Paul, you wanna
Oh
be
my
friends?
gosh,
Fight,
Linnea
fight.
knows, dude.
Fight.
Fight.
Yeah, I love
I
fighting
don't wanna
too.
fight somebody who's my fourth favorite.
What's your
color.
first favorite
Linnea,
color?
I said
Blue.
that. You can attest to that.
He said blue's his
Oh
first
my
favorite.
gosh, what's your second?
Orange.
No,
Oh, Okay.
mine's red.
It's close.
Yeah, that's close.
Wait, Paul, I don't know your third one though.
I don't know if there is a third one.
Oh, you just skipped right to fourth.
My my third is like
Because I learned it so that I could study for
between
the exam.
forest green and like
Yeah,
So you made it up.
because Matt in 1444, what's his name?
Something
Henry
happened.
the
Eighth.
Navigator. Henry the
Oh.
Navigator in
we both said
1444
eighth.
got to Cape Verde. Okay, Verde green for my fourth
Right.
favorite color. Green is my fourth favorite color. That's how I'm remembering that fact for my exam tomorrow.
Science.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
History.
we also came up with your father gave birth to you
Yes.
when he was 30.
Yeah.
And that, how does that correlate with anything
And
again?
then the 30
Oh,
Years
because
War.
War of Roses. No,
War of Roses.
Roses.
Right, War of Roses. Okay. Yeah.
Just that.
And he graduated in 1985, which is the year,
1985.
that's when the war ended.
that was when the Bears won the Super Bowl.
1985.
Mhm.
You just referenced J. Cole song.
Yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Matt, who's someone who's disappointed you?
Oh jeez. Who's somebody
who's
who's
the-
disappointed?
Who's disappointed?
Beside-
Oh man. Well, I can actually think of a couple people, but I'm not gonna
Good
say
God.
a name.
What was
Say
their
it
name?
in pigeon language.
Okay, yeah. I get that.
I wouldn't say like disappointed me overall, but did something that I was like disappointed in.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't like, oh,
You sound like
you're,
my dad.
You're dead to me. That is the most crushing thing to hear from
No,
a
for
parent.
sure.
I don't really
I've
care
only
about
heard it
anymore.
like twice
Really?
from because I'd seek my dad's approval over like everything else
Me
in
too.
my life.
Yeah.
My mom like approves of everything that I do. Mom, I love you so much, but like so I'm used to it. But with my dad, like I'll take a picture and I'll be like really proud of it. I'll be like, yeah, I worked hard on this. Is what I was going for. My dad's like, yeah, it's pretty good, but like kind of like in a
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like
Shot to the heart. Yeah.
shot through the
I understand that one.
heart.
Yes.
But then my mom's the opposite one, where she just like says it so many times that you're just like, well, now it's lost its touch. So then when they pull it out, you're just like, okay, what's next? Like, I've heard that, like, no biggie. What else do you got?
And then sometimes I feel like my dad says like, oh, it's great. Like right after my mom, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Dad. Sure.
I'll keep working.
Thank you for your original thought. Somebody who's disappointed me.
Jeez, yeah.
I mean, I can think of the person and the instance, but I'm not going to say either in case they
Probably a good
listen.
idea.
Myself.
I knew
Paul.
somebody was gonna say that.
Paul Savage
Okay.
disappointed me when he's just too darn cute.
I wish y'all could see me, so when he says that, you could like judge for yourself.
See what?
So you could all judge for yourself to see if he's,
Whether Paul is cute or not.
Yeah.
Oh, got you.
I don't want to lead anyone astray.
Well, you've heard him describe himself, so dancing pecs,
He's got
hairy
hairy
legs.
Hairy
If you're not sold, I don't
legs.
know what will sell you.
That's right. Yeah, I'm into clouds.
Into clouds. Guys, these microphones are just great to rest your nose on.
I see that.
Like, it's just so comfy. Huh. Wow. I want
feel like I
one.
could
It's better if
poke
you
my
close
eye
your
out.
eyes.
Takes me
I
away
feel
to a
like
better
I'm
place.
floating.
Wow.
You just like, if you see me get all stressed out, you just like come to this room and you'll find me with my eyes shut. Nose to the microphone.
This is weird.
Your nose is not even touching the
What
Well,
are you
microphone.
yeah, but
doing,
I'm
dude?
just closing my eyes and like
Do you not
I'm
close
hearing your voices as through the microphones, not through like where you are in the room, so it sounds different.
Is that disorienting? Have you lost me? Do you know where I am?
Paul,
What?
Paul, come back,
I'm right here, Matthew.
baby, come back.
I wouldn't leave you.
You can blame it all on me.
Don't worry, Matt.
Oh man,
Okay, world.
are we not gonna get it to an hour this time? Is it gonna be cut short?
We're at like 52 minutes, so we don't have to. This is sufficient.
If you guys were to blow the world up,
That okay?
I like where this is going.
Yeah, keep it going for the next 8 minutes.
I just had the beginning line. I thought the beginning was cool. Somebody finish it. If you were to blow the world up, would you?
Would you?
Would you like? Would you? Question mark.
Of course. No.
You had
would
me.
you?
Blow
If
the
you
world
could
up.
blow the world up, would you?
Save the penguins? No.
Or
No.
Would you
I mean, they're cute and all, but
wear?
like, kind of inconsequential when it comes to the grand scheme of things.
Like, they're in Antarctica. Like,
yeah.
fine.
If you were to blow up the world, would you have a rocket to fly yourself away so you could watch it from a distance, or would you want to blow up with the world too?
I would want to blow up.
I
with
would
it.
want to like.
Imagine
Play
how lonely
chi-
that'd be.
That'd be so
Your
fun.
life is-
I would want to play chicken with the world blowing up. Like I'd blow it up, and then I'd sit there and be like, "This is really sick," and then like watch it get closer, and then I'd be like, "Rocket!" and then shoot up like right as it's about to kill me. I'd probably judge it wrong
Okay,
and die
I lose.
anyway. So
Like, for
That's
real,
awesome.
imagine how sad that would be if you
That'd
just,
be
like,
so sad.
the only thing existing.
you would be the hottest person alive, though. So that
And the
be
true.
smartest, but also the ugliest person at the same time.
the stupidest
trade-off.
person.
You could bring a person with you who's just really dumb and ugly.
Make yourself feel better.
Just gotta be number one.
But then low-key, the other
Finally, number
person's
one.
probably thinking that you're the ugly one,
yeah.
too.
It's all subjective.
Huh. Oh. That was actually...
It's so funny, man.
I actually heard somebody talking the other
Oh my
day,
gosh.
and it made me rethink how I see beauty instead of being subjective to being objective.
Nice. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Objective. I argued with a girl about that once.
Really?
Yeah. I
Okay,
believe that.
explain your logic there.
Well, I think that what God makes is, like, for humans at least, I think that it's, like, intrinsic to who we are. Like, beauty is just a part of who we are. It's not something that you can take away from a person, but it's just, like, a natural characteristic, like an attribute of people.
Dang.
I think, like, because we're, like, the general appearance of people are all like the features are all similar. It's just like very minor things that tweak it, and I think like
Yeah.
those tweaks are beautiful, and those differences are what make us beautiful too.
So would you say
Wow.
that everything is objectively beautiful?
I don't like everything as in like that telephone right there. I'm like, that's beautiful. You could think that way. I think
So,
you could think that way.
By saying you could think that way, wouldn't that make it subjective?
Well, it's all about perspective. Well, yeah, because objective is kind of like definite. Well, it is objective definite.
Objective, like, there is
Yeah.
objectively a lamp right there. But I think that beauty is, I mean, I think that God made all things beautiful, but not everybody sees it that way. So to the
Yes.
person, to any given person, beauty is subjective. But to
Yes.
God, beauty is objective.
Interesting.
God is objectively beautiful, and God made things objectively beautiful.
Do you think we can choose to see it objectively though, and then accept the idea and like truly believe the idea that everyone is beautiful? Do you think it's
Not-
something in our control?
Not entirely, no. I don't think we can.
Okay.
Which sucks, but
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we can get closer to that, but I don't think that I don't think we could ever see it. We could ever see God's creation as God sees God's creation.
Yeah. True.
So
Your turn, Paul. What are your thoughts?
I'm a pragmatist. Okay? I think it's objective and subjective. So there's like general qualities that human beings are generally more attracted to, and those qualities have helped us through the ages of survival. So for example, most men are attracted to similar attributes in women because that's just like over time that's what happens. Like we're attracted to things that are what defines, I guess, like an aesthetically pleasing person is
Yeah.
in terms of like what has over time been developed, and which creates like an objective sense with subjective variance, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like there's some things, some preferences here and there, but for the most part it's all pretty general. So I'd say like there's
There's an ideal.
something like an ideal that exists. What do you think, Matt?
I don't think the ideal is objective, though.
What
Like-
would you call it then?
Like, it's a subjective ideal. Just
I'd say the ideal. Okay. So there's an ideal. Oh man, at like the. I think there's an objective, meaning that it's similar across almost all of the planes, but then there's like individual to individual, there's like differences, mild differences, but all circling
But
around that objective.
by saying that, you would be saying that whatever doesn't fall into that top bar, like without all the variance, whatever doesn't fall into that is not beautiful, but God made it anyway.
Right.
So is something that God made not objectively beautiful?
I think that there are some things that exist that are not objectively beautiful. We can debate whether or not God created it. So, like, for example, someone who's deathly skinny, like anorexic, like that's not intended to be considered beautiful because that's an illness, you
But-
know?
God sees that with beauty, right?
Not in the same way as he'd see that same person who is healthy as beautiful, you know?
I disagree.
I don't think that
Sure.
God would see like something like an eating disorder as
Well,
beautiful.
no, he wouldn't see the eating disorder as beautiful. He
But
would see the person as beautiful regardless.
The person's body, as a result of the eating disorder, which is evil, would therefore also be ugly. Not in an entire sense, because it's still like there's a degree of beauty there, but the beauty has been marred to some degree.
See, I just don't think that God thinks about that. God thinks that way. God thinks the way that we do about that. Like, I think that he would see that as objectively beautiful, and at like simultaneously like mourning for the person and like what is happening and like how they need to get better. But he would still also equally see them as 100% like objectively one of his beautiful creations.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's where we disagree is on. Well, let's see. Well, you're saying that she's 100% beautiful because she is created, and so I think that God 100% does see this person as beautifully created, but then I would say that perhaps there's a different aspect of that. Perhaps there's like a qualifier to that. So he appreciates his own creation of this girl, but then the qualifier is disturbed by the horror of the marring of this person.
Mm-hmm.
Like he finds the disease itself
Yeah.
as ugly.
Yeah. I could agree with that.
And what it's doing to his beautiful creation.
Not
the ugly.
per se her, but
Okay.
So if we talk about
okay.
like her as a soul, as a holistic individual, that he sees as beautiful.
Okay.
But then the physical damage he sees as ugly. Well, there you have it, guys.
I could roll with that.
All right.
That
A
was
consensus. Look at that.
that was nice. That was a nice way to end it.
Jeez.
That
Okay.
podcast was objectively beautiful.
I agree. And so
Closing
are
thoughts?
you.